among us who is training for quantitative analysis. So let me introduce him to you all. Dr. G. Gunaseelan is an engineering graduate in the field of electronics and communication from Anna University, Chennai. He has studied his MBA from Karunya University, Coimbatore, and he has done his PhD in management from Bharatiya University, Coimbatore. Currently, he is working as an assistant professor in the MBA department of Adarsh Institute of Management and Information Technology. He has 6 years of experience in research and 7 years of experience in teaching, and he has published many books like Productions and Operations Research, Rural and Green Marketing, Integrated Marketing Communication and Digital Marketing, Business and Social Marketing, Accounting for Managers, etc. And he has also published many articles in Scopus Index journals, UGC Care journals, and national and international peer-reviewed journals. He has presented various research papers in national and international conferences, and he has worked in the editorial team as an associate editor for e-journal publication of Paradigm Shift in Business Theory and Practices. And he has closely worked in the NAC team of many institutions. And Sir will be your trainer for today, and he's been training PGCET candidates from the past 6 years. So Sir will be giving you insights about the subject quantitative analysis. Sir, a hearty welcome to you, and you can take over the session, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for your nice introduction about me. Good morning, all. Are you able to hear my voice clearly? If clear means you just type AV in the chat box. Just type AV in the chat box if you are able to hear my voice clearly. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Yes. Are you able to see my screen? Is it clear? Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Today we are going to discuss about quantitative analysis, which is moreover a practical thing you need to work out a lot for this particular session. Wherein your PGCET exams, which contains 100 questions. As per the new syllabus, this is the one of the portion which they kept, that is quantitative analysis. All other portions are same, like this quantitative analysis as well. And the computer paper also they introduced this time. That is your thing which will be included one more portions or sections in the your PGCET thing is your computer analysis as well. And this computer analysis is nothing but the computer awareness paper also they have announced this time. Apart from that, the quantity analysis is the previous time what they kept the same portions for your things. Okay. Let me go not deep into the other things. I am going to concentrate today only about this particular portion of quantitative analysis, how you can handle this particular portion and how you can easily overcome the problems which they given and you can crack the exam in a positive way. Here the four major areas you need to focus like one is your arithmetic and second one is your data analysis and interpretation. Third one is your statistical analysis and the last portion is the quantitative aspects. Okay, what are these portions all about? Whether it is coming from what you studied under the degree portions? No, it's not absolutely from your degree portions. It's absolutely what you have studied from the standard ninth or 10th. Most of the time we used to practice in the mathematical basis. The questions from uh, those kind of things only. When you can see here, when you take arithmetic, you will know certain things. And when we come to the PU level, we will focus on the particular group. And when we come to the degree level, we will focus on much to our specialization. Here, this arithmetic will remain the same, which we studied the standard ninth or 10th. We may able to forget that time we will not use the especially will not use our calculator. Once we entered into the degree, we used to do the use the calculator. And when we were in the ninth standard or 10th standard, when we used to work out a lot using our mathematical things only. Likewise, you also need to be work out over here these concepts to be on set. You are not supposed to use any calculator uh, during the time of examination, that you are aware, I think. And you have to practice more in such a way that how you can make it a possible thing when it comes to the addition or subtraction or multiplication and division. Okay, I will give you the few tips on how you can do those kind of things, and moreover, how you can familiarize or how you can easily do the things in the exam. Here, first we will focus on the first part of our syllabus, which prescribed in the PGCT. I will go to the directly to the first point. Here, what are the things which will be there in the as a arithmetic uh, arithmetic things is, one is you should know or understand the basic operations which will come under the arithmetic. Okay, that you should understand. Okay. Second thing is you should know what is the fractions and the decimals. We day to day we will use, but the by the time when we crossed our degree level, we may use our calculator to calculate all these things. And next one is your percentages, which is much helpful in the forthcoming sessions in data analysis and interpretation sessions, where the ratio and proportions also helpful in the data analysis and interpretation sessions. These are the basics or fundamentals, I can say that, how you can take it forward towards your PGCT exams. And the last one is your averages. Okay, sir, what you are, we can say that the basic operations everyone knows. What is the basic operations which are available in the mathematics? What are the fundamental operator you know for the mathematics? Yes, anyone? Are you able to hear me? Yes. Only one answer. Yes. Others, yes, addition, subtraction, division, multiplication. Yes, absolutely. These are the basic operations which we usually do. Uh, and apart from that, in your examination point of view, when it comes to your examination point of view, you can see that uh, you two more things which will be added on that. Okay. You can see here your apart from your multiplication and division, that is also part of your multiplication and division, that is square and square root you should be familiar on. What is the square and square root? I think you already know. Just think how you can calculate these squares and square root or addition and subtraction or multiplication and division in a quick way or a very minimalist time. That is the reason we are need to practice more and more on this particular portion, because this is the foundation for you have to save the time in the exam, which will make a compact time determination for each portion which you are going to apply or which you are going to write in the exam. This will save a considerable time when you are very familiar with these four basic steps. Okay, this is we can say that the foundation pillar for your PGCT exam for this particular portion for the matters. Okay, like addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. Okay, we know usual addition and subtraction, which we can usually how we used to go with. We used to go with our mind calculations many of time when it comes to the addition and subtraction. We are here. We're going to see certain things about this addition, subtraction, and multiplication. We'll go by the first rule or first thing, which will be very clear how you can do addition in a shortcut way, or how you can do a subtraction in a shortcut way. Anybody here, what are the possible things, or what are the possible ways? If you know, you please type yes in the chat box. Type S in the chat box. Yes, sir, I already know addition shortcuts and subtraction shortcuts. Yes. Okay, we will see how we can see what are the shortcuts which I know and I'll share it over here. That will definitely help. You can use it in the exam as well. Okay, we'll see here like how this addition shortcuts. Okay, here you can see the some of the shortcuts. One is you can the rule, we can say that the break and combine, you can do that. And the second rule is your round and adjust and column and addition. I think we will complete these basic portions and we will go to other portions of our curriculum. Okay. This particular, what is this break and combine rule? Okay, it's a easy way of calculating the addition in a fastest way. Okay, how you can calculate is you can calculate, for example, you have to numbers which is available in your calculations, like which is you have to split the numbers in a simplified way. How you can simplify the way in the sense you can split it off in terms of hundreds or in terms of tens, which will make you to calculate easy in the process. Okay, for example, if it is the 48 plus 37, you can make it out 40 plus 8 and 30 plus 7. Immediately we can see that the 40 plus 30 is equal to 70. Immediately we can tell. And the 8 plus 7, we know it is a 15. And you just calculate it's a 15. Okay. When you are going to calculate this particular way, which will make a mindset of you are calculating in a quick way to get the result. Okay, instead of going a traditional way of calculations, you can get it how quickly you can do. If it is this is for us two numbers, if it is a five numbers, then that it will be little difficult. Okay, then you can use this kind of technique where you can split the numbers into the nearest tens and you can add it up. That is the one way you can simplify. That is split the numbers and simplify. Okay. And second thing is you are going to round and adjust method. What is this kind of method, or what method it is this you can say that you are going to calculate the numbers which is nearby, stating that to the tens or hundreds. Okay, you can easily convert into the number which is nearer to the that particular number. See, for example, if it is 49, you can make it 50. Okay, whereas you can minus one, you can put. Okay, immediately you can see the results over here. 50 plus 38, it's 88, minus one is 87. You can easily say that the result, its the value is 87. Okay, when it's, for example, 99 plus 57. You cannot say immediately. Then when it is a thing which is make it the nearer to the value is 100 plus and 100 plus 59 minus 1 is 158. The same way you can also do certain things which will be always helpful for you can do in the exams as well. Okay. Wait a minute. I will connect my the thing. Okay. And third method are we used to see our regular column additions, which will be add vertically from starting from the approach from right to left. Okay, from right to left approach, we used to do that. How we will our traditional approach. That is also if you are very familiar or very quick calculation, then that also you can use it out. Okay. Next, when it comes to this for the subtraction, you can able to see more of the time the two different methods you can do that. One is your borrow and compensate. Second one is your complement method. Okay, what is this borrow and compensate method? Okay, for example, change the value to the nearer value, then you add the value over here. Okay, for example, 53 minus 29, you can add it up. How you can add it up? 53 minus 30 plus 1. Then you can easily get the result of 53 minus 30. We can easily find out it is 23, and you will add up one value that it is 24. Okay, this is the another method of finding of the exact thing. Okay, and moreover the complement method, which we will know what is the value required to the compensate by the to compensate the 100. Okay, for example, here we are using 100 minus 47, which is equal to 53. How you can find out immediately this particular value, either it is 47 or 57, that your uh, your value will be like, for example, see, 100 minus 47 is equal to 53. How you can find this 53 values? Finding what to add to 100. 53 hours, what to be 100? That is, you can easily say that it is 47. Most of the time, you can use the first method, that will be very helpful. The second method, if the value is it is from 100, you can use it this particular method. Or it is the round value, you can use it the second method. Otherwise, you will use the first method, it will be useful for your subtraction shortcuts. Okay, these two things, if you are understand, you just say or okay, then you type okay in the chat box. You type okay in the chat box. Yeah. Megha, Vasit, Chetan, Samir, Saitra. Okay. Kajil, Sarat. Okay. Monica. Yeah, everyone connected to me. I am very happy to hear. Okay, let's continue. And another two things, other four, how you can do. Okay. And here you are able to see that um, your multiplication things. Okay. How you can find out the multiplication of one particular value. This is the most important, or I can see that many a times when the PGCT exams, when it going on, we were most of the time we will use this particular process in our calculation. Am I right? Yes. If you are agree with me, you type agree, AG or EE, agree. Yeah. Zamir, okay, Megha, Sarath, Chaitra, yes. Yeah, I'll go to how you can do this shortcut of the multiplications, the shortcut method, okay. There is one particular method which is called Nichlam method. Okay, what this Nichlam method is, we will see. Okay, here you are going to use this particular method and which is closely to the power of numbers of 10. For example, 98 or 102, okay, or 995 extra. That this particular method, how it will work, okay, you have to use it in such a way that you have to assume. I will open up things which you can understand. Yeah, you can see here the method which you can, how it will be calculated over here. Okay. Here, for example, if you see here, are you able to see the screen fully? I think I will adjust the screen, right? Yes, now you want to multiply the two big numbers, that is the base nearer to 100, that is 98 by 97. Okay, how you will calculate this particular math? Okay, here we know that the most of the time the difference between two numbers is nearer to 100 is 2 and 3. That is minus 2 and minus 3. Okay, what we will do here, uh, we will use to, first we will multiply the differences. That is minus 2 into minus 3, which will give the value of 6. Okay, and 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 how the product of original numbers 98 and 97, which will be we can say that it's approximately 95 100. Okay, that is 9,500. Okay, the final answer would be 9,500 plus 6 is equal to 9,506. Okay, so how you will able to predict the value which will be most of the time how you will predicted this particular value, how you have predicted this 9,500. Okay, when this particular value, we can say that you just less the value here. What is the value you are getting? 95. What is the less the value you are getting? That is also 95. If that value, if you multiply, you will get this particular approximation value. Okay. Most of the time, this particular method, which will useful where you can use the value which is nearer to the values of powers of 10. This is the one method you can find out for multiplication when it comes to the big numbers. Either it is, here I have told no, the numbers which is likes, either it will be 98, 102, the value which is the plus or minus 5, the value nearer to the hundreds. Okay, you can use it this particular formula. Okay, next thing is when it comes to the division method. Okay, how you can find out the division method? This you have to go by memorizing. Most of the time, the divisible things which you have to understand by the number which they given. Uh, Whether it is you have to see certain short, quick things which will be identified over there. Okay, here I given for the first 10 numbers which will be able to identify. Okay, one is if the last digit is even, that is we know what is even number. Okay, that 0, 2, or 4, 6, or 8, then you can, that will be divisible by 2 or divisible by 3 if that sum of digits is divisible by 3. So for example, if the number is 243, whether it is divisible by 3 or not, you cannot go by by one. What you can do, you combine all the digits. Okay, for example, 243 is 2 plus 4 plus 3. Okay, that is 2 plus 4, it is 6, 4 plus 3, 6 plus 3 is 9. That is 9, which is divisible by 3. We can easily find out the value of single digit or double digit by 3. We know the value for the three tables, which is for the first 10 or 12 or 15, 15 multiplications. When they come to the divisible by 4, the last digits are divisible, two digits are divisible by 4, then you can choose that number will be divisible by 4. Okay. Sir, where it will be useful? All things where it will be useful, you can have a question. Okay, these kind of shortcut methods or these kind of things which most of the time useful for you to calculate in a simplification of the things which given in the questions, or you will go for the ratios, or you will find out the ratios, or you will go finding in the calculation of percentage. Okay, all these things which will be very helpful to you to find the answers. Okay, are you with me? Are you able to follow with me? Yes, yes. Samir, Saitra, Pooja, yes, thank you. I'll continue. Okay, here, most of the time, when it comes to the divisible by 5, you can see that your uh, last digit is either, we can see that it is 0 or 5. You can able to do that. And some of the things which we already know, again, I am repeating, divisible by 6, if the number is divisible by both 2 and 3. Okay, that means you have to check the first two things, these two things, then you can able to do that. Okay, I I hope you will understand. Then if the number is divisible by 8, that last three digits are divisible by 8. If what are the things? 4, it will be last two digit. When it comes to the 8, it is last three digits. Okay. And when divisible by 9, if the sum of digits is divisible by 9 is, then it will be divisible by 9. Okay, you know what is the sum of the digits. Okay, each individual digits you should add up. Okay, if for example, if you take 991, okay, whether it will be 991, whether it will be divisible by 9, yes or no? Hello, 991. 991, you check it out. Yes. You people are be with me. 991, you just add up all the value of 991. Okay, because it will not divisible by 9. Okay, that all the digits which you add, 9 plus 9 plus 1, it will be 9 plus 9, it is 18. 18 plus 1, 19. 19 cannot divisible by 9. Good, you people are very connected with me. I am very happy for that. Okay. uh, Next thing is the last thing which we most of the time we use, uh, which is divisible by 10. That number which has, or the last digit of the is, the last digit is, if it is 0, then you can take it forward. The thing is by, it is divisible by 10. These shortcuts will help you to go with the 2 to 10 table, which will make a quick reductions. Most of the time we use 2, 3, and 4 for our simplifications, because we don't want to do much complications of our calculations. Okay, we will conclude when by seeing the number, whether it will be go by 2 or 3 or 4, then we can easily start our calculations, and we will very familiar with these three tables as well. Okay, many a times. And when it comes to the 10th or 5th, we use oftenly. Okay, very oftenly. Okay, other things which will be very, I can say that very rarely, but most of the time these are the digits we will use for our calculations. Okay, most of the time I'm telling. Okay, next, what is the square circuits? Here the square circuits we will see. Okay. Uh, Most of the time the squares, the shortcuts, what you know, you have to at least memorize the numbers. Okay. When it comes to the memorizing the numbers, it will be first 30 numbers, you keep it ready. What will be the square value in your mind? Okay, you have to practice. There is no other go. Okay, you have to memorize in the value, for the value of first 30 numbers at least. You have to should remember what is the 1 square, what is the 2 square. 2 square is 4, 3 square is 9, and 4 square is 16, and like a 5 square is 25, like so on. You have to remember always the first 30 numbers squares. Okay, you keep it in your mind. Okay, and suppose if it is going beyond the number which you are, suppose the number ending with in 5, some of the shortcut method which you can expect in the exam. Okay, we'll see one by one. Okay, if the value which is ending with um, number 5, okay, are you able to see my things clearly? Okay. Here you can see the number which you are going to see here. I will make it very clear. Okay. Now I think you can able to see. Okay, here if the value is ending with 3, sorry, ending with 5. Okay, how you can find out the value which is ending with 5? That is, for example, n is the value or number. For example, 55 or 65, 85, whatever the number. Or the thing is, you have to conclude that particular value is as a n. Okay, how you can find out the value is n into n plus 1 into 100 plus 25. Okay, n into n plus 1 plus into 100 plus 25. Okay, here we will see one particular example how you can find out those things. For example, 35 square I have taken here. Okay, this is upward arrow. Okay, it is you can see here that it is upward arrow which you mentioned here. That means it is 35 square. Okay, that what is this 35 square all about? How you will find out the 35 square with immediate way? Okay, here you can able to find out the thing regarding thing is you have to take only the multiplication of 3 where you are using. Okay, you can see here for example, here you are seeing, only 3 you are using. 3 into 3 plus 1, that is 3 into 2. That is, sorry, 3 into 3 plus 1, that is 3 into 4. That is equal to 12. What is the value here? That is 12 plus into 100. Okay, you are adding, multiplying with the 100. Then that means you can see that you added with the 1200 plus 25, it is 1225. Easily, like if the value coming with or ending with 5, you can easily go by this formula. If you want, you can take down. Okay, if the value is ending with 5, you can easily calculate your uh, square values. Okay. Okay, next, what is the square nearer to number 50? You have to, we have to see, and closest square near to the numbers closest to 10. These are the other shortcut. Most of the time, for example, for square numbers nearer to 50, what we use today, if it is 52, how you can calculate 52? Then you can split it 50 plus 2, the whole square. You can easily find out 50 square plus 2 square plus 2 into 50 into 2. That is a formula we already know, that is a plus b the whole square. Okay, the same way, that is if the value is nearer to the 50 value, then you can add up if it is above. If it is below, you will less the value of minus 2ab. That already you people know very well. Okay, if the square value close to the 100, what you will do, the same formula which will apply over here. So why I need to use the formulas over here to finding the square value? Simply, I can use the things which is I know by the traditional multiplication method. Yes. Why I need to apply these techniques over here? Yeah, I will tell you the formula once again. Wait, I will write down. You can also able to copy. Okay. If it is, okay, if it is nearer by the value, wait a minute. Okay, if the value is nearer by the 50, okay, how you can calculate is if, for example, the value is 52. Okay, how you will calculate is that is 50 plus 2 the whole square. Okay, okay. Nearer the value, you can add the value. Okay. Um, Here we can see that how your thing is. Okay, here x plus whatever the value the x is, x plus 2 or x plus 3, for example, 52 square, you no need to find 52 into, okay, here 52 into 52, you no need to multiply. Okay, that's the reason you can go easily by the way 50 plus 2, where you can easily find out the square. That is 50 square plus 2 square plus 2 into uh, 2 into 50 into 2. Okay, like you can find out this particular value. Okay, are you able to follow with me? Okay, next, the thing is, okay, now if the value is closer to 100, the same way you can use the thing. Okay, if it is nearer to 100. Okay, how you can use it, the 100. Okay, if it is 100 nearer to the 100, what you can do? Okay, that is equal to how you will write, or what way you can see that if the value is 105. Okay, here the value is 105, no need to multiply 105 square. Okay, what you can do is 100 plus to the 5 to the whole square, which we know already, and 100 square and plus 5 square plus 2 into 100 and with the 5. You can multiply the value and you can able to get the value easily. Okay. And this is a way you can find out without any much steps, which you can quickly calculate and you can go forward. Okay, the difference of square formula also you can use. For example, if the value is 1, for example, if the value is, for example, 50, uh, uh, difference of squares formula is nothing but a square minus b square, that is equal to a plus b into a minus b. Okay, if the two values are able to square, okay, if the values values they given in the square format, then you can use this is the difference of squares formula. Okay, these are the various methods you can using for your calculating the your things. Okay, I hope you understood this particular part. If you are understood, you type yes in the chat box. Okay. And when it comes to the square root, okay, square we can say that we can able to find out quickly. when it comes to the square root, you need little practice as well as you need to memorize something in your mind. Okay. Most of the time we have to depend our own human brain only in this case. Okay. How you can find out the things which will you know for the square root. For the square root, the same way how you found the 1 to 30, the square value of the above set. Okay, above set. And the same way you have to find out here the square value also, square root value also in a reverse order. Okay, what do you mean by the square root? It's nothing but when you are taking this square value out, then you will able to get the square root value. Okay. When, for example, okay, square root is nothing but it will be denoted in the symbol. Okay. When what is the value of square root of 9? We know it is 3. Okay. That same way you have to find out what are the square values and square root. It's both are interconnected. Okay, the square and square root both are interconnected. If you more familiar with squares, then you can also easily find out the value of square root as well. Okay, that is the one calculation which will make it very easy. Okay, next, here we can know that the perfect squares. What are the things which we can say that perfect squares? Okay, how you will say that the perfect squares? The value which is between, you want to memorize the square of at least 30. First 30 numbers. Okay, if you want to things, the first 30 numbers, as I said, no, the first 30 numbers you have to memorize. That means what the value you are memorizing was squares, that will be taken for the square root. 3 square what? It is 9. Okay. For example, 3 square is 9. 3 square is 9. Like 5 square is 25. Okay. If the value they given for 25, then immediately you can find out this is the square root of 25 is 5. The same way, if the value is 144. What is the value? Yes, it is 12. Okay. Then likewise, you have to memorizing the square value and square root value, which will easily you can see the when you are seeing the value itself, you can find out how you can tackle the things. Okay. I'm stopping here for some 2 minutes break. Okay, the basic concepts, whatever the things, I will revise over here and we will proceed further. Okay. And second point is here we will able to see like estimate and refine. And some of the time what we can see that, for example, we know the value of, if you want to find out the value, what is the square root value of, for example, 18. Okay, that time you here we are don't have the value for 18 as a square root. Square root value we don't know exactly. Yes or no? Exactly, we can't do that. What that time you can do, that particular time you can do use this particular shortcut method. Okay, square root of 18. What is this 18 will lying for actual square values? 18 is lying between one value is, that is the above next square value is 5 and the before the square value, that is square root value, exact square value is these two things. Okay, this which will be, we can say that it is 4. This we can say that it will be 5. You can estimate. Okay, you can estimate this particular 18 value will be in between 4 and 5. Okay, how you can predict this value? Okay, what you can do, you can add up that your 14.1 or 14.05, you can multiply by these kind of values and you can find out, okay, at least how nearer to the things you can take it as assumption and you put it in the problem. Okay, most of the time when it comes to the not perfect squares, then the problem will be, you may think that it is a very difficult. No, you have things where you know nearby the value of known perfect things and you can able to find out where the value will be exactly lying down. Okay, that will be, that way it will be helpful. Okay, I hope you have learned some basic or very useful concept in the fundamental uh, things from me. If you are learned, you type basics in the chat box. You type basics in the chat box. Yes. Yes. Aditya, Samir. Okay. Chetan, Darshan, Pooja. Yeah. Okay. Now I'm going to little deeper in this section. Okay, where you can find some of the problems as well as uh, things we can cover up over here. Okay. Um, I hope you people are very familiar with the basic operations. Why I took the much time on the basic operation is, this is a basic and fundamental you have to work out during your process. This is a strong phenomenon you have to be used in your examination. Okay. Now we are going to little further into the syllabus. Okay, what we are going to discuss, that we will see and we'll proceed further. Okay, I will cover up on the 3 hours of time. Already 1 hour is over. I'll try to cover up the maximum portions for you, which will help you to crack this particular portions. Okay, the thing is the fraction and decimals. We know what is fraction and decimals. What way they will ask the question is, you used to get the fraction and decimals is conversion between fractions and decimals. Either it will be a 3/4. What is that? Decimal value, we know it is 0.75. Okay, and whereas this kind of questions they used to ask, I will give you some examples for the fractions and decimals. We will discuss later. Once we see all the syllabus and percentages, which they used to give in the percentage, like how it is increased or decreased, what is the profit and loss. Okay, then we know what is percentage. Everybody knows, I think. Okay, percentage is referred to the value of 100. As a part of 100, it expressed, it's denoted by the symbol percentage. Okay, this is a basic for percentage. Okay, I will give you some of the examples problem for percentage as well. We will discuss in directly over here. Okay, and when it comes to the ratios and proportions, okay, there is something called direct and inverse proportions. That is also we will discuss. Okay, what is direct proportion and indirect or inverse proportions? These are the things which you have already studied in 9th and 10th standard. I will quickly, we will go through all these things. You will also cooperate and you will tell the answers which will make, we will comfortably finish the portions. Okay. And next, the portion is averages. Okay. Averages most of the time, which will kind of the things, averages and mixers, we will discuss here. Okay. These are the portions which we can expect from the arithmetic. Whereas you can expect the second part, okay, that is data analysis and interpretation is the second part, okay. Second portion from your quantitative analysis. Okay, what is this data analysis and interpretation? Many a time we used to get the data representation in the things, and data representation and interpretation we'll used to get. Okay. The data representation in the form of either in the form of it will be displayed over in your questions, that is bar graphs, line graphs, pie charts, and tables. Okay. Many a times this bar graphs, line graphs, and pie charts, tables will be given to you, and they may ask few questions from the above data, which you have to concentrate, or you have to give it answer. Okay. And data interpretation, most of the time, you have to identify the trends, and you need to sometimes you have to compare the data sets and find the answers which you need to do that. Okay. These are the things which is related to your data analysis and interpretations. And next thing is, we know that statistical analysis. Here, most of the time, they use two major things. One is your descriptive statistics. Second one is your probability. Okay. And here, the descriptive statistics is, which is defined by the two main or major category. One is your mean. Okay. One is your mean. And second one is um, okay, one is your mean, second one is your median mode. Okay, these the basic descriptives only they will ask the questions, and second is range, variance, and standard deviation. These are the simple questions they will ask, and most of the time you can able to answer quickly for these kind of questions if you know. Next thing is from your probability. I know everybody feel the probability is problem for us. Okay, but I will tell you probability is not a problem always. Probability is a game changer for the quantitative analysis. Okay, you have to understand the proper way. You can easily clear this particular probability questions. Okay, the basic concepts you know, you have to understand, like what are the kind of event all about, and how you can use the permutation and combinations, and what way it will be used over there in the probability. Okay, and what is the outcomes. You have to understand the question first in a right way, then your answer will be easy. I asked one simple question over here, if you are aware about how many of you know or not. Okay, what is the value of the probability lies on? Okay, most of the time, the people will end up the probability question with more than one. The probability value never be more than one. Okay, the probability value always 0 to in between 0 to 1. Okay, that you keep it in the mind. Okay, yes, not 0 or 1. It's between 0 and 1. The value will be start from the 0, and the maximum value will be 1. If the so what will be the immediately we can say that what is the value if the event has 0. Okay, if it will never happen in the lifetime or in the earth, then we can call it as the event name, or the probability of event is 0, or the particular portion it is not possible. Okay, then the event will be a zeroth event. Okay, the event probability is 0. Okay, the same way you are how it will possible for one, the square events which will be definitely happen if you say uh, you are taking a block ball from the bunch of, or in the bag where kept only block balls. Okay, then you are saying that it will be a shear event. If you are, what is the probability of getting block ball? Then it is a 1. This is the just intro, or we can say that the still things which is related to the probability. Okay. Uh, Then I will go to the relative quantitative aspects in the last. Okay, algebra, work and time problem, and relative speed problem. Most of the time, the algebra and all these three things are interconnected to the things. Okay, algebra, when it comes to the algebra, you can see the basics, how you will solve the equations, and how you can simplify the expressions which are given. And functions and graphs, I think it not be there, but you most probably functions will be there in your questions. Graphs will not be there. Okay, and you can able to express yourself in the functions, how you can do that. Okay. Okay, up to this, you are clear. If you are clear, you just type clear in the chat box. Up to this, you understand and you are able to clear, then you type clear in the chat box. Yes, many are clear. Sanya, Mohit, Aditya, Ria, Aditya, MK. Yes, Samir. Okay, good. Pratiksha, good, good. Sahil, good. Okay, we'll go to directly some of the portions which we have seen here in the form of a worksheet, or we can say that how you can work out all about. Okay. Shall I give 5 minutes of break? You can refresh yourself and you come back within the 5 minutes. Is it okay? Yes. Okay, you can uh, come back again 11:50. You will continue to the session. Okay. Yes. Welcome to the session 2 after the break. Okay. As I said in the things, what is the square root? How you will find out the square root? That one problem you will see. Okay, here they given um, is the square root of 18 into 14 into x is equal to 168. What is the value of x? What by seeing this particular thing, how you can do? Okay, okay. What way you can do that? Okay, how you can find out this particular value? First, by seeing this particular square root, you cannot take it to any value out first. Okay. And most of the time, what we will think out is this thing which is very complicated. No, not at all. It is a complicated. When you do, you have to just square the things both the sides. Whatever the operations you need to add, first think out, you have to squaring these, removing the square root from the possible bit. Okay, that means you are squaring. After squaring, what the value you will get? You will get here. What you will get? You get the value. How you will get 18 into 14 into x is equal to 168 square. Okay, the same way, next you have to do x, the value you have to find out, that is 168 into 168 divided by 18 into 14. By simplifying these particular portions, that you will find the value of, you can able to find the value of what? X value. Okay, you can able to find the value of x. What is the value of x? Anyone? Yes, only one. Yes, 112 Aditya, good. Anusri, yes. Okay. This is the way you have to find out. Yes, good. Others, okay. This is the way you have to find out the square root. Okay, when it comes to the square root, you have to find the value of your things. Okay. Next, we are going to see about other examples on your uh, examples. Okay, we'll see. Next example is about your, if the value x is equal to, and okay, if the value is what they given, if the value is x is equal to square root of 196 and 256. Anyone is got the answer? Square root of 256. Here the question is very direct. You can go ahead. Okay, what is the square root of 196? Yes, many are there trying to reach. Yes, Aditya, Nitish. Okay, good. Here, what is the value for 256? Yes, 16. 196. Okay, this is 16. This is 196 is 14. We will get the value was 30. Okay, these are the direct questions which you can able to solve very quickly, and these kind of problems will be come in your exams as well. Okay. Um, Okay, next we will see, we are going to see about the parts of your decimals or equivalent. Okay. What is the decimals and things which we have discussed? How you can see what is the equivalent of decimal 7 by 8? This is the division we will discussed. Okay. What is the equivalent of 7 by 8? When it comes to the 7 by 8, how we will do? It start with point 70. We used to say that it is 875. Yes, absolutely. Sagar Aditya is more power to you. Yeah, you people are connected. Next, we'll go. Okay. And this is also another example how you can simplify. You have to make a common number because the base is not common. What you will do? You have to make a base is common. Okay. How you will make a base is common? That is the way you have to connect it here. Like 3 by 4 plus 5 by 6. Uh, what is the common thing? We can say that it is 12. Okay. How it will go by 12. If you're not able to find out the common value, what you will do, you just cross multiply. Okay. Then you multiply these two things. Okay. Yes, 19 by 12. If the answer is not available, you just convert to fraction. Then you are able to find out the answer in the things. Good. And many a times we used to do these kind of problems. And the next question is, convert 0.625 to a fraction in simplest form. How will do that? What is the value you are getting? How you will do that? By multiplying. Okay. Like this kind of questions will come. Okay. Yes. It is 5 by 8. Next, we'll go to question number 5. Okay, this is another kind of questions where you have to find out x value. Okay, if x value is, you can find out here f is f if x by 5 is equal to 0.6, what is the value of x? Yes, absolutely. It is 3. Many are answering. Okay, you people are very quick enough to answer. With this particular problem, the same, which is, but here the expressions are coming. The thing is, if 2x plus 3 divided by 5 is equal to 7 by 3, find the value of x or solve for x. What you will do, you just start with the cross multiplication and then you can able to find out the value of x. Okay, see for example, here 2x plus 3 divided by 5. You are multiplying with 3 by 7. That is equal to, sorry, 2x plus 3. Here multiply with 3 equal to 7 into 5. Okay. Then you will multiply inside and all you will bring x is one side and here the 35, here plus 9 plus 6x. Here your 6x is equal to, you will reduce the value, what it will be? 35 minus 9, 24. Okay. Then x is equal to 24 by 6. Okay. Like this, you have to find out. Then further your simplification, you can find it will be go by 2 table. Then you see that. Okay. Like this, you have to find out maximum simplification you have to do. I hope you understand how you can simplify the first portions in the syllabus we have seen. Okay. The question number 4 is same way you are just cross multiplying. 2 by 3 and 9 by 4. This is another format where you will use your ratios, or you can say that the decimal or fractions, how you can multiply, cross multiplications. With the various forms of things, I have given the example. It's the same format or different format, different values will come, you can work it out. Okay. Here the x value, you can directly see that. Okay, how you will say 18 by, or you can give the value here. I will erase the things. How you will write 2 by 3 into 9 by 4. Here you just strike out 3 times. Here 2 times. Then the value is 3 by 2. Okay. Yes. These are the very basic and fundamentals, and literally moderate problems is there if you go to question number 5 and question number 6. If this we have seen, question number 6 also we have seen, 5 also we have seen. Okay, these are the basic fundamental problems. You can work it out and you can familiarize. Okay, and the concept for percentage. Okay, when it comes to the percentage, we will see how the percentage will be working out. You want to convert a fraction into a percentage. What you have to do, you have to multiply with 100. Okay, you have to multiply with 100. That is the major thing in the conversion of your percentages. For example, if you want to convert a 3 by 4. Okay, is what is the value? The fraction value will be 0.75. Okay, 0.75, and it is multiplied with the 100. What is the value you are getting? 75%. Converting from percentage. Okay, converting from percentage. To convert from the percentage, how you will do? You have to use the same thing where you are multiplied. Here you are using divide. Okay, you are seeing divide by 100. Okay, how you can convert? This is the value of 75%. You just here it is written in a wrong. What you have to do here, not multiplication, here you are seeing division. Okay, that is 3 by 4. Okay, finding a percentage of a number. Okay, what is a 3 by 4? Not 3 by 2, it's a 3 by 4. Okay, finding a percentage of a number. When it comes to the multiply number by the percentage as a decimal, for example, you want to find out 20% out of 50. That means you just multiply 50 with 0.2 or 20 divided by 100, which will give the same value as 0.2 only. You can directly go with the 0.2. Okay, this particular thing, and it's equal to 10. Okay, here the next portion is how the value will be increase or decrease if they say. For example, if it is from increased value, they may use the word increased. Then you have to use this particular formula, or it's a reminder, you have to use this particular formula. How means you have to use new value is equal to the original value. Okay, you have to see use this particular formula, that is new value is equal to original value plus into percentage, original value plus original value into percentage increase. Okay, if it is decrease, automatically what the value will, what the sign it will come, it is minus. Okay, increase 50 by 20%, then what is the new value? If it is increased, then 50 into plus 50 plus 0.2, that is 5 into 0.2 is 10, then the value is 60. What is the decrease the value for the same question? What is the decrease if they given the thing? Decrease 50 by 20%. What will be the value? Yes. Are you here? Hello. Are you able to hear me? Yes. Okay. I'm getting response now. Good. What is the, if the value is decreased 50 by 20%, when you say, what is the decrease things? Here, instead of increase, if the value is decrease 50 by 20%, what is the final answer? 40. Yes, absolutely it is 40. Okay. Yes. Yes, many are telling Mohammed, Megha, and Varun. Okay. All these people are very active. Good. Okay. Next, finding the what the percent one number is from another number. Okay. That the time what you have to do. Here you have to multiply with 100. Divide the part of the whole number and multiply with the number. What is the percentage of 50? Is 10. That means you have to multiply the part number with, okay, this is the portion. Okay, this is the portion. Okay, where you can find out multiply with 100. That is 20%. Okay, I hope you understand the basic principle or basic concept behind the percentage. If you are understand, you just type yes, yes in the chat box. Yes, super. Okay, next we will go some tips on this particular concept. Okay, what the thing is, if you want to convert the quick thing or quickly you need to calculate the percentage things, then the 1% remains it's 1 by 100 or 10. It's you can say that even you can take it for the multiplication purpose. Even you can use uh, the 1% can be used as 0.01, whereas the 10% can be used 0.1. Okay, where 25% can be used in the terms of 0.25, or for the if it is in the fraction, it is 1 by 4. That's what's here. And moreover, first you have to always remember the mental math, which will help here is very easier, and more quickly you can calculate for the percentage as well. Okay, and we'll see some of the problems or exercise over here. Okay, I'm not going all the problems. I'll give some of the problems which you can easily things. Okay, here a watch has sold at 20% discount for the dollar 320. What was the original price? Okay, then what you have to do here, that discount means here the thing is decrease. Okay, you have to less the 20%. Okay, what will be the value? You have to see. Okay, that is you have to I will solve one or two problems over here and I quickly go through to next portions. Okay, 320 minus 320 into 1. Okay. Sold at 20% discount for 320. Okay, what is the what was the original price? Here slightly you are confused. Yes, here they given the sold out price and you need to find out the original price. Okay, that means you have to add up here. Okay, and you will able to find out what is the that is 320 into what is the 0.2 into 332. It is 380. It is 64. Okay, 32 into 2, it is 64. That is 384. Okay, you have to calculate in understanding the problem in proper way. And yes, okay. Next, I'll go to the problem which is 5. If 60% of a number is 240, what is the number? 60% of a number is 240. What is the number? Here the result they given, that is 60% of a number is 240. What is the number? Here you assume the value of x. What is the number you want to find out? Yes, it's absolutely 400. Okay. That means x is equal to that is not 134. The number is 400 here. Yes, 400 many they are telling. Okay. 400 is the right answer. You have to find the value of number. Okay. Here the another problem where the value of car depreciates by 15% annually. What will be its value after 2 years if the current value is 20,000? Okay. How you will find out? You have to multiply and find out the depreciated value and you less the current value. Okay. 20,000, 15%. What is the 1 year depreciation? And multiply with 2 years and you have to less. Yes, absolutely it is $14,000. I hope you cleared in the this percentage formula. Shall we proceed next? You type next in the chat box. Okay. Yes. We'll go next thing. Okay, next is your ratios. Okay. Here the similar way how we found or we discussed the introduction to the percentages. The same way we have to give the ratios as well. Okay. A ratio is the very easy way to compare two or more quantities. When it comes to the how you have to show how much one thing is compared to another thing. Okay, that is what here the ratio means. Or ratio is nothing but it's a comparison of two or more quantities. Okay, here I given the example which is very simple to understand. you have two apples and three oranges. The ratio of apples to oranges is written became 2:3. That means every two apples, there are three oranges. Okay. This means there is every two apples, you can find three oranges. Okay. How to read these kind of ratios? Usually they used to read 2:3, can be read as 2:3 or 2 for every 3. Okay. And when it comes to the proportions, the next portions. The proportions is an equation that states two ratios are equal. Okay, when it comes to the proportions, it's nothing but it proports to the ratios where it is equal. It's a way to show that where two ratios are equivalent. For example, the same uh, thing. Okay, when you are know the ratio of apple to orange is 2:3, or if you want to find out how many apples you need for if you have 12 oranges, you can use the proportions where the same kind of proportions where 2/3 you are making the equivalent simple over here and x by 12. Okay, where we need 12 oranges, then the x value for that is the matters, it is nothing but 8. That means you need 8 apples if you have 12 oranges to keep the same ratio. Okay, I hope you understand this concept, ratios and proportions. Almost the same, where ratios will be only a comparative thing. When it comes to the proportions, it will focus on the ratios to be in a equivalent. If you understand, shall we proceed next? Yeah. Okay, this is what you have to remember for ratios and proportions. Okay, and we will see certain comparisons and related to the ratios and things. Okay, here the problem is the ratio of the number of boys to girls in a class is 4:5. If there are 36 boys, how many girls are there in the class? Okay, the same way how you would have to write here, they given the girls and boys ratio. Okay, this is boys ratio. You need to, and this is girls ratio. Okay, how you will find out? Yes, some of them they were, if 36 boys, what is the value of x? Then 4x is equal to 36 into 5. Yes. Yes, 45. Correct. Okay, the similar way, the other problems also you can solve out. Okay, some other thing. Okay, here you can see the same kind of problems. The ratio of the ages of two siblings is 5:7. If the older sibling is 21 years old, how old is the younger sibling? Is here the given, this is the age comparison. Okay, how the age is compared with the two siblings. the older sibling age they given. Okay. The ratio of the age of two siblings, 5 is written. If the older sibling is 21 years old, how old is the younger sibling? Here 5 to 7 is the ratio they given. 5 is the older sibling, 7 is the younger sibling. Okay. Uh, Here the value given for, yes, it's a 50. Answer is 50. Good. And the same way, the speed and time also they may give in a ratio as well and relative also. You have to make sure that whether the problem is coming under ratios or the problem is coming under the relative speed. You should not confuse with the both. That's the reason I given here one problem. How the speed and time also can be asked in the ratios. So here they given two cars are traveling at the speed in the ratio 3:4. If the first car takes 6 hours to reach its destination, where how long it will take to the second car reach the same destination. Okay. Yes, it's absolutely 8 hours. Good. You people are very smart and more you people doing good. Next thing is we are going to see about averages. The concept is very commonly known as the mean value. Okay, some of the time they will give the quantities and some, and you have to find out the missing value. Okay, and some of the times they may give the weighted things. Okay, that we will discuss in the next part. That is mixtures. That is also part of your average. Okay, what you have to do in average you used to sum up all the values which in this data set, and moreover you are going to see uh, divide the number of values which is there in the data set. That usual we are doing. This is the basic which we'll know. Okay, and the mixtures, the thing is um, most of the time, the mixture is combining of two or more different substances. And when you often need to find out the new average or concentration of the mixtures, uh, we used to give. This is a common solution providing grades or quantities they will give. Okay. For example, here they used to give the weighted average. What is the weighted average? Weighted average is nothing but they give each component with the weightage. That weightage will be considered as the amount and the property of each part. Okay. This will be used for the mixers. How we can say that the summary for the above thing is um, average can find the central value of the set of numbers by summing up them and dividing their count, where the mixers involve combining the different quantities and calculating their combined properties using weighted averages or similar method. Most of the time we use this weighted average to calculate the mixer value. Okay. I think the next part we are moving to your relative speed. This is a common questions or many a times ex, you can get these kind of questions in the competitive exams, that relative speed, where you will see the object which is moving in a speed which is refers to the another speed. Okay, one object is observed from another object. That is called your relative speed. Okay, it is especially useful when dealing with the two or more objects moving in the same or opposite directions. Many a time we will come across these kind of problems. We will see a few key points how you can calculate on these relative speed things. Okay. Okay. Here, the concept of relative speed is one is the same direction. Okay. What you will need to calculate if the object is moving in the same direction, the relative speed is always is calculated by the difference, not by adding the values. Okay, we will think always if the same direction of the object moving, then it will be a thing we used to calculate. It is a adding. No, it is a difference. Okay, this is the formula where the relative speed is, if it is same direction, speed of the object one minus or difference of speed of object two. Okay, here the thing is, suppose car A is moving at a speed of 80 km per hour and car B is moving 60 km per hour. In the same direction, the relative speed of a car A with respect to car B is, it's 80 minus 60, that is 20 km per hour is faster than the car B. Car A is moving 20 km faster than the car B. When it comes to the second category, okay, when it comes to the second category, that is your opposite directions, okay, opposite directions, then you can able to say when two objects are moving in opposite directions, their relative speed is sum of their individual speed. Okay, what you have to do, you have to add it up. Okay, for example, if it is opposite direction, the speed of object 1 plus speed of object 2. Okay. What we can say that this suppose the a train X is moving at a speed of 90 km per hour and train Y is moving at 70 km per hour in the opposite direction, the relative speed then it will be two trains where having so 90 plus 70, it is 160 km per hour. Okay, this means from the perspective of one train to another train seems to approaching at 160 kilometers speed. Okay, you have to understand this relative concept. This is the basic thing for calculating your the forthcoming things. Okay. Next is how this relative fits is applicable, where you can find out meeting or passing point, okay, or how much distance covered. That kind of applications, this relative speed will be useful. Okay. We will go through some of the example problems where you can see over here the same direction or opposite direction. Okay, that opposite direction problems. Okay, a bike and car are traveling in the same direction. Here, how fast does the car approach the bike? That means 50 minus 20, that is 30 kilometers. That is the relative speed you need to see. Here, the second problem is two trains are moving towards each other. Train A travels at 60 kilometers and train B at 40 kilometers. What is their relative speed? Then you have to add it up. Okay, when it comes to the meeting time, where it will be meet. Okay, here another problem where a car travels at a speed of 70 kilometers and a bike at speed of 30 kilometers. If they start at the same point and travel in opposite directions, how long it will take them for to reach a 20-kilometer apart. Okay, both the persons, the things need to reach 20 kilometers apart. Here you are, they are going in opposite direction. What is the thing? You have to add it up. That is 70 plus 30 is equal to 100. Okay, when the time comes, then you have to calculate uh, speed, sorry, distance divided by speed. Okay, that concept is coming down. This is just for insight how it will be calculated. Okay, the distance divided by time. Okay, the distance divided by speed, you will be able to get the things. Okay, here you will be able to get this 2 hours. They will be take apart if they want. They need the time to go 200 kilometer apart from the starting point. Okay, this is the basic, very fundamental concept to understand about the relative speed and meeting point. Once you understand this particular concept, we can go to the uh, next concept. Very frequently, they will ask questions. Any PGCT questions will contain this particular questions. Okay, we will see that as now. Okay. Are you okay with this? Are you okay with this? If you are able to follow with me, you just type follow. 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 Yes. Chaitra, Meka. Yes. Aditya. Good. Many Sahar. Okay. Yes. Yes. Thank you. I'll move to the next concept. This is a summary of the things. You quickly recap that relative speed. If it is the same direction, you have to subtract the speed. You never add up the speed. Don't confuse. Opposite direction only, you have to add the speed. Okay. When you quickly object on each other, it is like meeting, passing, and distance. Calculation with this relative speed is very important. Okay, this was the summary of the above section. Next thing is concepts and formulas for your speed, distance, and time relationship. Okay, these formulas very frequently you have to apply on the competitive exams. Okay, you have to use always these kind of formulas. Okay, one is when it comes to the speed, distance, and time, is more or less how it is related. Okay, speed is directly proportional to the distance and indirectly proportional to the time. At least you can able to remember one particular formula. Okay, if you are able to remember one particular formula, this particular formula, then you can able to derive other formulas from this formula. Okay, speed is equal to distance divided by time. Okay, then what happened if you want to calculate distance? You just cross multiply speed into time. If you want to time, what you have to do? Distance covered by the things divided by speed. Okay, all these three components are interconnected in such a way that you remember at least one particular thing. Okay, this one particular thing, if you remember, then you can able to derive other two formulas. Okay, I hope you clear on this. If you are clear, you just type clear in the chat box. If you are clear, yes. Mega Sagar, yes, clear. Sanya, Pratiksha, good. Next, we are going to see some of these about by this formula. We are going to see by another thing, that short distance calculations. Okay, when you were given by the short distance calculations, uh, you have to use, these are the things. Okay, this, for example, in the speed, distance, and time relationship, first you need to find out any one of the things, whether it is in speed or distance or time. When they given some of the calculation like short distance calculation, A to B, this way usually they will ask start distance given by A to B, then it equal to total distance minus distance covered by B, where uh, next distance covered by B is equal to total distance minus start distance. Okay, that is how you will to find out. When I will give you the example, you will understand. Just follow and come back. Just see if the given start distance problem. Okay, we will try to send it in the group as your request. Okay, by the approval of directors, we'll forward these things to the group as well. Okay, and where you will see the distance covered by B. Okay, how we will calculate distance covered by B? That is total distance minus start distance. Then you will substitute this distance covered by B, you will conduct, then start distance you can find out. Second thing is start distance given by B to C. How you will think? The same way you have to see. Same way you have to find out. Okay. Then you need to find out the meeting time. When the meeting time is, it's all about your relative speed as well. Okay. Relative speed as well. Okay. The time to meet is time is equal to what? Distance divided by speed only. Here, the speed is replaced by relative speed. Okay. Where you can see the relative speed of, if suppose two trains are there, then the speed of train A, train B, if opposite direction, then you have to put. Then what is the distance they or the which time it will be meet, you can able to find out. Sometimes they may ask when it will be take overtake, time to overtake. Okay, then how you will find out the overtaking time. Okay, always you uh, convert the speed consistent units if needed. That means one is in meter per second they may give. Sometimes, most of the time, if you should see the same things which is maintained along across the problem. One particular unit you have to maintain. You need to, if for example, if it is kilometer per hour for one thing, another thing is if it is meter they given, then you convert meter to the kilometer. Okay, otherwise it will be give a wrong answer to you. Always you have to see the units as well here, because it is matter for the unit. A kilometer is measured in thousands meters, where the meter is measured in actual meters. Okay, you I got it. Okay, and this to be always remember. And this is another formula for overtake. The same, the distance, how it is, the time to meet. Here, head start distance you have to use and divided by relative speed. Okay, hope you are all getting these formulas. If you want, you just take down these formulas. We will go through. I will go through slowly. Once you completed, you just tell me, I will move to next. I'll give you 1 minute of time. You just quickly you take down these formulas. Based on these formulas only, we are going to work out in the next few of the examples. Up to clear, up to this thing, it is clear. Okay. We'll see the first problem. Here, this formula you need to is started distance calculation formula need to use. Okay. What is that? In a 500-meter race, runner A can give runner B a start of 50 meters. If runner A finishes the race, how many meters will runner have covered? Use this particular formula. What we given? What is the total distance? It is 500 meters. Okay. What is the other thing? What they asked? Okay. How much distance covered? They are asked. Covered by the total distance minus the start distance. Okay. The meaning of this particular problem, if the runner A can give runner B a start of 50 meter means the runner B um, runner A can give runner B a start of 50 meters. Then uh, B can run how much distance need to run? It is 450 meters. The 450 is the answer over here. Yes. Okay, here there are two cars are traveling in the same direction in a straight road. Okay. Car X travels at 80 kilometer speed and car Y travels at 60 kilometers hour. If car X overtakes car Y, how long will it take car X to overtake car Y if car Y had a 50-meter head start? Here, what are the things you need to find out? They given the speed of the cars, that is yes, X. You always start the notations, then you can able to find out the things very quickly. Okay. For example, here they given yes, X, that is 80. Speed of the car X, yes, Y is 60. And here they asked the overtake time. Okay. Overtake time, we know the formula. This is the formula. Okay. How you will find out the overtake time? Here, the relative speed you have to find out. Okay. What is the relative speed? It is traveling in the same distance. Okay. Same distance means what you will do? You have to less or find the different value. You will find out the different value. That is, you will find out what? 80 minus 60, that is 20. Next, this is the relative speed. Okay, relative speed of x, y. Okay, how you will find out the head start distance is 50 divided by 20. Okay, here you note they given 50 meter, but you calculated as speed in kilometer per hour. Okay, you calculated kilometer per hour, but this is in the form of what? Meter. Either you convert this meter into kilometer or you convert this kilometer into meters. Okay. Then you will able to find out the values. Got it? Clear? Hello? Okay. Yes. Okay. Next, we are going to see about descriptive statistics. Um, Before that, we will see the little portion which is from data interpretation and data analysis. Later, I will come to this particular portion. Okay, this is another part which is there in your syllabus, data interpretations. Okay, usually the data interpretation, as said earlier, you will get any tables or pie chart or bar chart or any kind of charts which will be denoted there, and you need to go through that particular chart in detailed way, and you need to answer the questions. Okay, here the questions for 1 to 5 for the following table and answer the questions given below it. Okay, you have to always keep these calculations ready for some of the things, not for every thing you need to calculate and keep it ready. You see the questions, based on the questions, you be ready on the calculations here. That is the one shortcut method you can able to follow. Okay, and here we can see that uh, productions of sugar data they are given here by 6 major production units of India in million tons. Okay, the data is in the million tons are available for the month basis. Okay, what are the months they are given? April, May, June, July, and August. That's the 5 months they have given for the 6 units. Okay, first you understand the data clearly and you can go for the calculations. Okay, what usually you have to do? Okay, this is the first question from uh, the thing. Okay, um, okay, here you need to see what is in which month the unit B has a contribution uh, of approximately 15% in the total sugar production. Okay, we don't know exactly which month, but we have the problem or the data they have given over here is the each unit. First, you need to find out the total production for each month, and then you have to find out the B's contribution. Then you can able to find out. How you will find out the uh, total things. Okay, the total production in July, it is 326 from unit A and 167 unit B. Okay, this is the calculations we have taken from for July. What are the month they asked here? Okay, July, June, August, and April. Not for all the month. What are the months they have given? That month alone you need to calculate. Okay, this is the 15 percentage of thing is 170.4. Whereas you have to calculate the second for April month. Then you will able to find out uh, that is the total is out of all these things, you will able to find out 1056. And where the 15 percentage of thing is, it's equal to 158. Okay. And the total production in June, which is around 15 percentage is 165. Okay. The total production in August is, this is the thing. Okay. Now, which month the unit B has a contribution approximately 15 percentage in the total sugar. You compare with the original data. Okay. In compare with the original data, you will able to find out. Okay, 180, 179, 160, 167, 150. Okay. Which is the value nearer by the value you can choose. Which is the value here? 180, 179, 160, 167, 150. Okay. What is the value here nearby 160? Then the answer is April. Okay. Next, which is the following units which will shows continuous increase in the production of sugar over the months. Okay, which units they are showing by things you can see that from the data itself. Continuous increment on your the data. Okay, just go to the data. I hope you will see by the seeing the data, which is the continuous increment. Yes, absolutely it is. Yes. Okay. See, some of the portions you will take much time. For that, you need to allocate the time properly. This time you are the first batch you are going to write in the online examinations. Okay, so far it was in the offline mode. You are very comfortable with your paper and pen. You people are very practiced to the paper and pen. Here also you can use the paper and pen, maybe they given in the exam center. But what you have to allocate, the time need to be allocated the spot A or spot B, that you understand and you just take the preference. If you want to answer promptly and quickly also, you need certain method or certain things you need to prefer through the direct way only. Okay, that was my suggestion. Okay, some of the questions while reading itself you can get the answers. Okay, if it is calculation, if you are feeling that is it taking or consuming time. Okay, no, this is a computer based test this time. You can check it out, I think. percentage. Okay, next is which of the following that we completed, and in case of unit E, in which of the following pairs of month of production sugar was equal. Okay, we have to refer the table always. What is the month, which is by seeing here itself you can understand the E, which is the month April and May. Okay, these are the questions. Quickly you can see some of the questions very quickly you can answer it. Some of the question you need the basic calculations based on the results which is there. You don't need to calculate all the 6 months, okay, or all the 6 units. You are going to calculate only the unit B. Okay, here you can see that only B unit they given. Okay, the same way you need to see here. You can see only B unit given. If suppose they given C unit, only we are going to calculate for C unit, and also they are going to give only 4 options. 4 options they are going to give it to you. Okay, that 4 option you choose. That 4 months only calculate if it is 6 months. Okay, that's what my suggestions. Don't calculate for entire tables, wasting your time. Instead of based on the options available here, which are the options available, that options you find out and you put it across the answer. Okay. Um, I quickly go through. In the month of June, how many units have a share of more than 25% of the total production of sugar? Here, you take only the June month production. From the June month production, you can be able to see only June month production you take. Okay, what is the 25% you calculate the total from 25%? Then you compare the data. Okay, what is the total production for the June month? You have to see. Okay, for example, for June month, write it over here. So 320 plus 160, 188, 173, 135, 130. Here you can use my shortcut method, like finding out, leave these ones in the things, and later you can come out. 32 plus 16, this 320 plus 160, it is 180, 380, 480, and 480, 560, 660, 660, 760, 760, 820, 830, 830, 860 plus 100, 930, 930, 930, 30, 960, 1000 almost, 960, 1060. That is the 1060 is the answer. 1060 plus 8 plus 3, 88 plus 16. Okay, 1060, sorry. Okay. 1060 plus 16, that is 1076. In that you find out 0.25. Okay. Or you can say that 1 by 4. Then you will able to find out what is the value. This is 2. This is 5, 3, 8, 1. Then 2, 6, 9. Okay. Which is about 269. That is only one unit, which is we can say that it is A. A. Most of the time, you by the seeing the data itself, we can say that it's only A. But for the confirmation, you can go through the calculations, and it will be helpful for you. Okay, I think you got the idea how to solve this particular thing. See, only one unit. And what was the approximate percentage decrease in sugar production of the unit B in June compared to the April? Then you have to say two things. Unit B in June, what was the production by the contribution from the B unit, and in April, what was the production? See, in the unit B, you have the production in June. Some of the data we were already calculated. That same unit B, you can use it. Say 160 is the production in the April. That is equal to 1 decrease in the percentage. That we will conclude approximately 10%. Sometimes you will not able to find out the exact value what you calculate. The nearer value you can use it for your answers. Okay, second thing is the directions for the another chart, which is the line chart. Okay, we use line chart. Okay, here most of the time they use the questions like how the trend is all about, or what is the trend all about. Okay, the following graph carefully you need to see answer the questions given below it. Okay, how you can see this is the graph they have given for 8 months, and the price changes for two different products, that is product A and product B. They mentioned the A product which the circle and the B product with rhombus, or we can say that the diamond. Okay. What was the price difference between commodity A and B in the month of April? How you will find out is just from the graph A and B, you go to A and B. See here, month of April, you take what is the price of B? It is 1000. What is the price of B? It is 1150. Okay, by seeing itself, we can say that it is 150. Okay, next, what was the difference in average price between commodity A and B from April to August? Then you need to find out April to August, uh, the average price, and you need to find out the thing. Okay, for example, you have to take the data and do it. See here, they we were calculated the average price of the commodity A from April to August, that is 1050 we have calculated, and we got the answer for the average of A for A product, that is 985. The price of B, it is 1060 average. Okay, these difference will be, you have to calculate, it is 75. Then option is C. Okay. And in which of the following pairs of month was the price of commodity? A is sale. In which of the following pairs of month was the price of the commodity A the same? Okay, January to March, May to June, April to August, July to August. Okay, you have to April, what is the price? What is the price in August? We have therefore April to August, the price of commodity was the same. From the graph itself, you can see the you can find out this particular data. Okay. You see price of the commodity, which commodity do you have asked? Okay. Then the next question is, what is the percentage increase? All these things related to your percentage increase or decrease, and what is this average? All these are combined questions they have asked in this particular portions. Okay, you have to very familiar and very quickly need to calculate the percentage things and other calculation as well. Okay. Here the answer for that question is, what was the percentage increase in price of commodity B from January to April? That January is 1,000, whereas the commodity B in April it is 1,150. That is 1,150. That is increase. The increase is almost a 15%. Okay, the same way you can expect the question from bar chart also, where you can see the thing here is income and expenditure. They given the income and expenditure into different notations you need to understand, and correspondingly the x-axis and y-axis. What is x-axis, y-axis? I don't want to explain, but I will give you the things till many a times you will able to confuse. X is always in sleeping, where y will always in standing. Okay, these data you can find out. Here the value is the 1994, the year value they given in the x-axis. That is the rupees value in lakhs. That is also denoted in the top of the bar as well. Okay, that is 10, 30, 20, 50, 30. All these values. Okay, all these values are your, which this column represents the income, this column represents your expenditure. We'll see the questions and I will try to close here. Okay. And if you will do the discussions. Okay. What was the difference in profit between 1995 and 1996? What you have to do? Okay, directly you go for the profit. That means income and expenditure, when it comes to the difference value will be your profit. Okay, that difference value we will calculate here profit in 1995. Okay. Um, this average income was calculated by finding first the profit find first in the 95 and 96. Then you will find out the difference. Then you will be able to find out the answer. The answer is 10 lakhs. Okay. In case of how many years was the income more than the average income of the given years? Okay. First, for that you need to find out what is the average income. These are the data they given for all 5 years. The average income is 48 lakhs, where the value is only 95 and 97 are the 98 are the more, which is for above average. Okay, then there is answer is 3. And what was the percentage increase in expenditure from 96 to 97? Now you need to find out the expenditure in 96, it is 30 lakhs, whereas in it is 97, it is 40 lakhs. What is the increase? That 40 minus 30 divided by 30 into 100, that you will find out 10 by 30 into 100, that is 33 divided by 33 of 1 divided by 3 percentage. You can see here that is the percentage which is available. You can choose the answer. Okay, and last 2 more questions. The income in 1996 was equal to the expenditure of which of the following years? Okay, that you can see here expenditure and income equal to the income in 1996 was equal to the expenditure of which of the following year, then you have to directly go to the graph. Okay, 1994 and 1996 is the income and expenditure is almost equal, that is 30 lakhs. Okay, that is 90, the income in 1996 was equal to the, yes, okay. The last question here, in which the following years was profit the maximum? That is also you can get it from the profit is maximum which year. We have calculated some of the profits over here. What is the profit in 95, 96? By seeing here itself, you can able to understand which is the year having more profit. Okay, that is in 98, it is, by seeing the graph itself, you can able to understand it is 98. I will stop here. I will conclude here. I hope we have seen the certain parts which will be useful for your exams. And another part is your pie chart. Um, Pie chart we need to see. I think another 10 minutes, we can quickly finish off this pie chart and we will wind up the session. The pie chart drawn below the shows how the spending on money on various sports for the 1 year. Okay, from this pie chart, we have to carefully take it out. You need to find out based on the questions what is the amount of spent it was. Okay, here they given. If the total amount spent on sports during the year was 15, 150, we can say that 150 lakhs. Okay, 150 lakhs, that is 150 lakhs. The amount spent on cricket and hockey together was what you have to do. You have to find out, combine together, you add two values and you can find out that same way how we are gone through the previous problems. You have to find out the value for this particular problem. And 22, out of the following, the country spent the same amount on. From the amount, which is the uh, on, what is the things which is same amount which was spent? We can say that hockey and football, because that alone having the same percentage by seeing here itself, hockey and football. Answer is D. Okay, and moreover, the last few things you can quickly go through. The pie chart shows that the most popular game of the country, it is on the basis of money spent, how, uh, which which by seeing the thing only you can say that it is the more amount which is spent towards the cricket. Okay, these things by observing certain criteria you can directly answer over here these kind of questions. And the ratio of the total amount spent on football to that spent on hockey is how you have to put it out. Here you take it the football and um, hockey. You just ratio amount spent on football to hockey. Football where football to hockey it's 1:15. 1:1. The same amount they are spent. Okay. Both are same. That is 1:1. And if the total number spent amount on sports during the year was 120 lakhs, how much spent on the basketball? You just replace the value by the percentage and multiply with the percentage of the particular code with you will able to get the answer. Okay. I will stop here and I hope I cleared certain area. I covered certain area which you will able to do better in the exam and you can score better marks and all the very best for your exams. And we will share these recordings and as well as notes. We will intimate in the group where we are sharing them. Over to Rasmi, ma'am.
Sir, thank you so much for the session. I hope you have covered lots of points. And since it is a practical area, so students have to practice it a bit so that they can clear their exams very easily. So thank you so much for your guidance and support, sir. And dear participants, we'll be sharing the recordings on the group. Maybe by the
Thank you,
end of
ma'am.
the day, I will share all the 3 days recordings. So the last day is on 30th. So let us meet up on 30th. Thank you all.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much.